Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News show. Let's begin with our daily news. Erik Tanhaag says Manchester United star Diogo Dalot won't face Reading tomorrow. Tanhaag was asked about his fullbacks and said that Diogo Dalot will definitely miss the game tomorrow, with Luke Shaw remaining a doubt. He was also keen to praise Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Tyrell Malacia for their recent performances and said the whole back four was impressive against Forest on Wednesday when United won 3-0 at the City ground. When pressed for a fitness update, Tanhaag said, Dalot definitely out. I think so. Show? So we have to see after today's training if he is available or not. The Dutchman was asked if Wan-Bissaka and Malacia deserve more credit and replied, Oh, I think Aaron and Tyrell, they play magnificent at this moment. On Wednesday, they were really brilliant. The whole back four was brilliant in the Wednesday game, so we have some real depth in the back four in the squad. That's what you need when you have 10 games in 30 days, and hopefully it will continue after that as well. Tanhaag was also asked about Jadon Sancho and left the door open for the England winger to make his return to action in this one. He said, He is training with the team and we will see, so he is improving, he is making steps and we will make the decision after training. I said, he is on the way back, he is making steps, he is back in team training and we have to see when he is ready to go back into game. As Tanhaag alluded to, United have a frantic schedule and with all due respect to Paul Ince's side, tomorrow looks like the best possible opportunity to make changes to the team that could create opportunities for some players to play, but Tanhaag has handled Sancho's recovery very carefully and it seems unlikely he will rush him back if he is not fully ready. Erik Tanhaag comments on Facundo Pellistri performance. Facundo Pellistri provided an impressive cameo off the bench in Manchester United's Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. The winger played the last 20 minutes and was involved in United's third goal, also creating a chance minutes earlier with a dangerous cross. This was just Pellistri's second competitive appearance for United since joining from Penarol in 2020 after two loan spells at Alaves. His debut came weeks earlier in the quarter-final against Charlton, in which he provided an assist in just 5 minutes of game time. Pellistri's performances was lively, and he might have put himself in line for a further opportunity in the FA Cup this weekend against Reading. The young Uruguayan has a lot of potential and could be a very valuable option amid United's packed fixture schedule. However, with Jadon Sancho also set to return from injury, United have to weigh up Pellistri with an option to send him out on loan before the window. Erik Tanhaag has since commented on Pellistri's display, telling United's club website that he likes that the winger provides a natural alternative in style to Antony. He said, We have seen some of his physical work, but he has some good movement and runs behind him. He has speed, so he has to bring that to our game. I think he is also a footballer who can play really well between the lines because he is confident on the ball. He is a little different. Antony plays on the right wing, but he is left-handed, while Facundo is right-handed. He created a good opportunity near the end of the game against Nottingham Forest when he crossed Wout Weghorst. Tanhaag was asked whether Pellistri had done enough to earn a start against Reading and played it coy, saying he would assess the game ahead tactically like any other. He explained, I have something on my mind, but first I have to settle this game, see my plans and watch the rival. After that, we are going to make a good plan to beat Reading. Manchester United hold talks with agent of Denzel Dumfries about a January Old Trafford move. The agent of Denzel Dumfries has reportedly flown to England for transfer talks with Manchester United and Newcastle United. That's according to Calciomercato, who claim that Dumfries is a credible option for both Man United and Newcastle in the January transfer window. Inter Milan are demanding somewhere between 40 to 50 million euros for the 26-year-old. However, Calciomercato state that a summer transfer is far more likely. Nevertheless, The Red Devils and Newcastle have held talks with Dumfries' agent about a potential move to the Premier League in January. Right back is an area where Erik Tanhaag wants to improve. He is striving to build a squad capable of winning silverware and needs to address a couple of key areas. Wan-Bissaka isn't good enough to push Diogo Dalot for a first-team place when the Portuguese ace returns from injury, and Dumfries would be the perfect signing for United. He was absolutely sensational for the Netherlands during the World Cup. The Dutchman was described as an amazing player by Ali McCoist during FIFA's Showpiece tournament in Qatar. Dumfries has pace and power in abundance. He is ideally suited to the Premier League. What with his tenacity, physicality, raw power and speed, a £36 million fee for Dumfries is a bargain for United, given the prices being quoted for other players this month. However, whether Man United can beat Newcastle to the signing of Dumfries remains to be seen. Man United make final decision on Dusan Vlahovic as Erik Tanhaag eyes last signing. Manchester United have decided against signing Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic before next week's transfer deadline, according to Express. The Red Devils have had a quiet January transfer window and they have signed just two players in Jack Butland and Wout Weghorst on loan. Manager Erik Tanhaag is reportedly eyeing a last signing in the coming days, but Vlahovic is no longer an option for the hierarchy this month. Amid talk of a potential takeover soon, the finances are said to be tight and the club have no plans of meeting the demands of Juventus. Hence, the club's transfer business for January is pretty much done, though they could pursue another forward on loan for a small fee. United recently signed Weghorst from Burnley to reinforce their attack. The Dutchman scored his maiden goal against Nottingham Forest. Despite this, Ten Hag may want another striker before the deadline, considering Martial is back on the sidelines without a return date. The Frenchman has been out of action with 4 separate injuries this term, and there are no assurances that he won't get injured again. This could be a reason behind the stance to pursue another loan signing. It remains to be seen whether United can find the right player. Meanwhile, United have made the right choice to snap the prospect of landing Vlahovic. The Bianconeri brought him for €70 million last winter, but they currently value him at a staggering €90 million. The Serbian is undoubtedly gifted with superb finishing skills, but he has been disappointing since his move from Fiorentina last year. He has netted just 16 goals from 36 outings for the Bianconeri, and he is currently on the sidelines recovering from a thigh problem. Vlahovic has been carrying the injury concern since the start of the season. He would prove a risky investment at the current point. Man United must try and sign Milan Skriniar as Inter Milan set €20 million price tag. Manchester United must attempt to land Inter Milan defender Milan Skriniar, who could be available for just €20 million before the transfer deadline. The Slovakian star was heavily linked with Paris Saint-Germain during last summer's transfer window. The French club were prepared to offer €50 million, but it was insufficient for the Nerazzurri. Simone Inzaghi's side have since failed to convince Skriniar to put pen to paper on a new deal, and Gazzetta dello Sport claim that they are now ready to accept a cut price transfer. With just over 5 months remaining on his contract, he could be priced away for just €20 million before Tuesday's transfer deadline. In our view, the Red Devils must capitalize on the situation. Paris Saint-Germain were hot on the trail of the 27-year-old last summer, but they are now prepared to wait until the end of the season to sign him amid financial fair play concerns. This offers the opportunity for other clubs to take advantage. United are one of those that can capitalize. They can bring in a world-class defender in January without breaking the bank. Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez are obviously the preferred picks for manager Erik Tanhaag, but the Dutchman may want a strong competitor to replace the former in certain games. In recent weeks, Luke Shaw has shown that he can deputize for Martinez, as the left-footed centre-back when required, but United don't have a similarly reliable deputy for Varane. Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire have not been consistent enough. In our view, Skriniar would be a fantastic addition in January and can be used in regular rotation with Varane. United have the chance to sign him for a knockdown fee this month. There is no interest at the moment, but Skriniar is likely to be tempted if the Red Devils make a light transfer approach. Meanwhile, United could also sweeten the deal for Inter by allowing Maguire to move in the opposite direction on loan. Maguire could be a perfect fit in a more tactical league. Man United should consider loan move for Federico Chiesa with a future buy option. Manchester United should consider an ambitious loan approach for Juventus forward Federico before the transfer window closes on Tuesday night. The Red Devils have had a quiet January transfer window. They have made just 2 loan signings in Jack Butland and Wout Weghorst from Crystal Palace and Burnley, respectively. Ahead of the transfer deadline, the club are eyeing another forward on loan, but they will have to explore options abroad as their domestic loan quota, too, has already been filled. In recent days, it has been reported that United have an interest in Juventus Chiesa, and in our opinion, United should make an initial loan move for him with a purchase option. Chiesa had a brilliant 2021 season for the Bianconeri. He bagged 15 goals and 11 assists from 40 appearances and also starred for Italy in their successful Euro 2020 campaign. Within months, the 25-year-old suffered a serious anterior cruciate ligament injury but appears on his way back. Since his return, he has a 3-goal contribution in just 250 minutes. United are unlikely to meet Juventus' £88 million valuation for the player amid a possible takeover, but a loan deal with the proposal to buy would prove a good piece of business. Chiesa would be an ideal signing for the Red Devils as he can play anywhere in attack. He is most comfortable on the flanks but can also lead the line or play behind the striker. An initial loan deal would be a risk-free investment for United as they can assess whether the Italian is fully fit and can adapt to the tactical demands of manager Erik Tanhaag. Juventus, with their ongoing financial issues, could also be open to such an agreement, though they may demand an obligation to buy after the player meets certain conditions. Ian Wright urges Manchester United to include Anthony Martial in a swap deal for Tottenham Hotspur forward Harry Kane. Arsenal icon Ian Wright has urged Manchester United to include Anthony Martial in a swap deal for Tottenham Hotspur star Harry Kane. The ex-striker wants to see the 29-year-old at the Old Trafford side. The Red Devils have been linked with the England international, with the Spurs attacker's current contract expiring in the summer of 2024. His future at the North London side is uncertain. Speaking on his podcast Wright's House, Wright feels Kane should move to United. He believes an offer worth £60 million plus the Red Devils' French striker should be sufficient. He said, "When you look at Manchester United's trajectory and where they are moving towards, get Kane for 3 years. United will definitely do something because they are not a million miles away right now. I am confused how the speculation has come out. It must be from his camp, but if United came in now, let's say they put £60 million on the table and throw in Martial, that's a very good deal. If the Old Trafford side are able to get a deal done for the aforementioned amount, it would be a steal considering the current market. The England international is a proven goal scorer and has consistently performed in the English top flight. The 29-year-old has developed into one of the best forwards in the world at Tottenham. In the current campaign, Kane has once again been Spurs' talisman. The North London side have had to rely on the England international with their other attackers underperforming. Any team would be lucky to have someone like Kane in their team, but will the 29-year-old end up making a move to the theater of dreams in the coming future? Only time will tell. I will be uploading daily Man United news show, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.